Hey y'all, Moses here. Today I want to talk to you about the monthly patch for June. We've received the full patch notes this morning from Playerunknown and the dev team, and it is a very, very large and extensive patch to multiple areas of the game, so we're going to jump right into the notes. Fair warning, I've had to remove, I don't cover every single note that is in the release. The full notes will be linked in the description of this video, but for the pure sake of time and considering just how much was changed, I've had to cherry pick some of what I've felt is the most important changes. Now, we're going to be having some brief opinions, but again, due to the size and nature of this patch, I'm going to be putting up a separate video just with my reactions and overall kind of review of the patch from a gameplay and meta standpoint. But for now, I want to give you guys this gameplay to look at and go over the patch in as best detail as I can right now. So right out of the gate, one thing to note is that cheating has been something that's been kicked around since release. We're not really sure the extensiveness of cheats in the game, but Playerunknown came out to state that they have been working hard to tackle cheating players, and this is an ongoing battle, and quoting from them, but one they are fully committed to fighting. They have banned 25,000 users in the past 3 months and work daily with BattleEye, their anti-cheat client, to add new protections and detections for cheats appearing on the market. So really good to know there, and I guess it validates some of our concerns that there were cheating players out there in the game. So good to see that they're tackling that issue. Now right into the meat of the patch notes, and that is the server performance, which was supposed to be the primary focus of this patch. So quoting directly from the patch notes, improved network and performance by reducing the amount of data being sent from the server to the client, and reduced network lag by preventing a large amount of data being sent from the server to the client simultaneously. So not too much to read into there. I think it's just essentially trying to optimize the amount of information going to and from the client to the server, or from the server, I should say. So really good to see that. That'll just be something we have to see and wait how it plays in the game when the test server launches tomorrow. So from a new item standpoint, the Grotcha, or Grotza, I know I'm saying it wrong, don't correct me, chat, or YouTube, but is an AR chamber with 7.62 ammo, so that's the weapon I covered off in my previous video yesterday. And the P18C, a fully automatic and single fire Glock 9mm pistol. So jumping into the gameplay changes, the Vector and the UMP now support burst mode, which is interesting. I think that'll definitely reintroduce the Vector into the meta, just due to the nature of its firing being wildly inaccurate on full auto and poor, I guess would be the word I'm looking for, in single fire mode. UMP, interesting change there. I think the UMP is seeing an overall nerf considering some of the other patch notes, but we'll move on from there. So you can now pick up items while moving. The interaction animation will not force you to stop anymore, but make you walk slowly, which is good. That's one of the primary reasons why I prefer to tab and drag, due to the fact that you can move while doing so, but now you can hit F while continuing to move and loot at the same time. It'll slow you down, but you can still do it, so that'll be an important improvement there. Similarly, you can now reload, enter vehicles, and pick up items while reloading. Reloads will be canceled with such interaction, so you cannot reload and open a door at the same time, but you can open a door in the middle of a reload if you need to exit or move quickly. You are no longer stuck in the reload animation. Furthermore, they have adjusted the kill count system in duo and squad modes. A person knocking out an opponent will receive a kill count regardless of the actual killer. So if you knock someone down and an enterprising teammate tries to steal your kill, you will still receive credit, or you will now receive credit, which is an excellent addition. Adjusted the F key interaction to prioritize the revive action in certain cases, so you can no longer accidentally pick up a shotgun rather than trying to revive your almost dead teammate. That's a very welcome change from all these squad and duo players out there. Yesterday I kind of posited that with the pistol changes coming, it would be good to have pistols be drawn faster, so the pistol could be a more viable alternative than switching to your secondary weapon. That is now the case, as you can now pull out pistols faster. adjusting the play area to spawn more evenly within a circle so that the play area does not always appear in the center so frequently. So that's different play zones will begin in different areas for the first circle and will adjust accordingly from there. So no longer jumping into the middle of the map will always guarantee you being in the first play area, which is adds some variety to the game-to-game situations. The motorcycles have been adjusted to move more smoothly. Hopefully they're less deadly as they typically are, but we'll see how that plays. And you can no longer switch to and from prone while picking up items. So that's an important kind of tactical element that you can't kind of dance so drastically above bodies by going prone and standing up. I think that's an interesting change, not something I did particularly often, but I think it's more maintaining the vulnerable state of looting while, kind of still leaving options open for you to explore there. The red dot sight is now attachable to pistols except for the revolver. And finally, the UMP has had its recoil increased. So I'm thinking that the UMP has kind of been dethroned and may kind of fall in line to kind of equalize with the other SMGs. So we'll see how that kind of works out and how the meta SMG kind of thing, if that continues to be as important as it has been in the most recent patch prior to this one. Now, adding to the gameplay notes, but is under the world heading, there are now two additional weather settings: sunset and clear skies. So I was kind of thinking that clear skies was always what it was when it wasn't raining, but I suppose there's clearer skies now. But sunset, that is a darker kind of dusk, low light situation. I haven't seen it in practice. We did see a preview of that during the E3 presentation. But it'll add, again, an element to the game that we haven't yet seen, some variety. I don't know if I'm particularly interested in different weather settings, but I'm more of a competitive-minded individual who prefers a level playing field where everyone is well lit. But it'll be interesting to see how it plays. I'm definitely open to change, but like I said, we'll see. And in the world heading as well, the cabins, the aptly named F-Boy cabins, are now destructible. So I'm not sure if that means you can run them over with a UAZ destructible, like a fence, or if you can blow them up with grenades, like the doors. But either way, those cabins are now destructible. So the individuals, let's say, that choose to make them their homes are no longer safe from grenades, potentially vehicles or otherwise. So we'll see what that means for end game scenarios where there's a single shack in a field and there's definitely a person inside. But it's good to see that, because there are some instances where the cabin has been a little overpowered from a cover standpoint. But well, I'm interested to see players reacting to that change who haven't been reading the patch notes closely. But anyway, from an items and vehicle standpoint, the vehicles have been adjusted to face random directions at spawn, so they no longer only spawn facing east. So I think that'll add to some of the mystery as to if a vehicle has been spawned or parked by a nearby player. And adjusted the loot balance for certain items. That's a little bit of a vague patch note, and we spoke briefly about looting and its balance in my video yesterday, and we'll get into that shortly, but I want to kind of go over some of the other changes here as well. So just quickly, since we mentioned it yesterday, VSS is no longer in care packages, will be spawning in the map. AR and sniper rifle silencers, as well as 4x scopes, will be spawning in care packages now as well. Spawn rate of the UMP was decreased slightly. Spawn rate of the Uzi was slightly increased. Level 1 helmets and vests have had their spawn rates equalized to be more similar with each other in a rate standpoint. And now this is an important note here that I want to touch on, and that it says they've increased the spawn rate of items in regions and buildings with relatively low spawn rates. So that means the maybe smaller groups of buildings that are not part of larger towns that you might find along the coast or in the middle of the map will supposedly, at least if I'm interpreting this correctly, have increased spawn rates of items. So that might mean jumping into lower populated areas is more viable from a looting standpoint, which is very interesting. That might lead to more dispersion of players throughout the map and less of a blood bowl in places like the school, military base, and Pachinki or Yasnaya, or wherever you might be jumping out that is a larger city. Changed the names of certain weapon attachments, not sure what that means, we haven't seen it yet. And adjusted the spawn time of vehicles and speedboats so that they can be seen from farther away. So that might mean the vehicle meta, or jumping out specifically to a vehicle, will be more viable because you will have visibility to vehicles further up on your descent down into the map. So I'm really thinking that with the changes to vehicles, that vehicles are going to increase in importance in this next patch. So we'll see how that plays out. Improve the starting airplanes, again kind of vague there, and now the cargo doors open when you get ejected from the plane, and optimize lighting, etc. So that is a lot of stuff. That is a ton of stuff. More so than there's even more than I've even read out to you here. And just quick reactions. Incredible. An incredible amount of changes here. I mean, there's so much change that I don't even really know how to react to it all. There's going to be a lot of fun times ahead, and I think that if the server performance is as good as the other changes they've made, then I think we are looking at a real turning point. I mean, the game is already super popular, and a lot of people have actually given up playing it due to things like server lag and client performance. I didn't even touch on the client performance. There was more client performance optimizations included in the patch notes, but are things like render distances, animation changes, that kind of thing you can read on your own. But we're really starting to see the game mature before our eyes. So I'm really interested to see how this plays. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm stuck in a hotel for 2 more days. So I need to hear from you guys. What are you guys interested in? What are you excited about? What are your reactions to these changes? What do you think about them all? Of course, jump down into the comments and leave me some feedback. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth review of the patch notes and my take on where the meta might go as a follow-up to this video. So be sure to subscribe if you like this video, and hit the like button if you did as well. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/wtfmoses, and on Twitter at wtfmoses. We're going to be spending a lot of time with this patch over the weekend, so come hang out. I'm going to let the gameplay stand on its own. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and I'm really looking forward to this patch and hearing what you guys have to say about it. So, man, great times ahead. So thanks again, guys, and I hope to see you out there soon. I don't know who. PC is a heater? It sure is. This thing's loud, or is hot as fuck. Very little cover here. Shit, I don't know if I can kill this guy. If he stays still, I can kill this guy. Fuck. Terrible timing. Terrible timing for me to take that hit. I gotta kill whoever's over here. This guy. This fucking guy in the car, though. I don't have any nades. I don't have any fucking nades. I'm gonna have to fight this guy. Fuck. Okay, we're alright. He almost killed me, though. Hit me in the head.
Is car guy still alive? Is car guy still alive over there? Fuck, look at this. Look at this shit. Look where I have to go. I know there's a guy with an S12 down here. Oh yeah, he's right there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Make it. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna die. Oh. I have no nades. This would be perfect time for nades. The fucking the building is what's gonna save this guy. I know the car guy's still there. Gonna have to go with the AK. He's waiting for the nades to come in. So car guy's gonna have to hear him as well. So I think if I go down this way. Oh no, I can't. I gotta go this way to be in. Shit, I gotta move. He's over here. Oh my god. Oh my god.